Welcome back, guys, to our last video tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to convert a Google form into a chatbot. Interesting, isn't it? But first of all, let's define what a chatbot is. A chatbot is a computer program designed to simulate a conversation with human users, especially over the internet. Okay, so with that information in mind, yes, our first step is to create a Google form. Okay, that's our first step. Step number one, create a Google form. So let's go. So imagine that you're in your Google Classroom. This is where all your classrooms are here. Here on top, on the right tab, you're going to see that there's like a 9 dots. We call them like the waffle. Yes, so let me maximize it for you here. This is where you're going to go. Yes. This is, you're going to click on it and you're going to display all the apps from Google. If you scroll down, there is an app here called Forms. Click on it. Okay, so here we have already the Google Forms that you guys probably have used for your classes. Okay, for the purpose of this video, I have already worked a little bit on some Google Forms, so I'm gonna click in this one that I have already worked on it. Okay, so I'm gonna click on it. In your case, guys, you can start one from blank. Okay, that's what I did a few minutes ago. So just click on it. So you have to select the Google Forms or create one. Okay, so I'm gonna click in this one. Okay, I'm gonna show you an example that I have done with my students. Okay, I told my students that the chatbots are becoming really trendy, and sometimes even for applications or to get information, they need to first of all have like a conversation with chatbots before they go to the line with somebody. Okay, so this is like a fundamental 2 application form. Like the instructions that answer some questions, and I'm gonna formulate some questions for my students. Okay, so remember to add like a title in your Google Forms here and also here. Okay, also in this area. Cool. So let's add content. So the step number 2, add content to the Google form. So that's the first question number 1. What's your name? It is a short answer, and remember that you need to activate this one that is required. Okay, let's add another question here. So how old are you? Remember that they're going to apply for a job. How old are you? Okay, so this one is also a short answer, and remember, require. Okay, another question here. When's your birthday? So this is like a review, remember, for fundamental 1 and 2. When's your birthday? Okay, short answer, require. Okay, and here I'm going to make a little more challenging. Talk about yourself. So something that we have already done in the class. I says, okay, now with the English level that you have, you can introduce yourself a little bit. Okay, what do you do? Where do you live? Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna invite students to make like a paragraph. And remember, require. Okay, this is just an example, guys. Okay, this is just an example. If you want to, for example, in my case, sometimes I like to test my students. So, for example, complete the following statement. Okay, very good. And then like a space. I'm from Colombia. So they need to complete. This one is a multiple choice. So option 1, so is I'm gonna here write and then are. Okay, and remember that in this case, the multiple choice, you need to click here on answer key and select the correct one. And no points for this case, and done, and then request. Perfect. So guys, so imagine that you have already created your Google Forms. Okay, so make sure that it's complete, that is suitable for your students. One is ready. The step number 2 is to go to your favorite browser. Really good. Open chatforms.com. Okay, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna maximize it for you. So chatforms.com. Okay, that is the page that is going to help you to convert. This is very easy. For the first time, you need to open an account. Yes, you just register. Yes, or here, most of the times, you just start for free. If you click here in this button, yes, the first step, according to this system, is to import the Google Forms. So you just click on import. Click on it. Then you have the system asks you, so from which account. So I'm working right now with my institution email. Click on it. Okay, then you click on continue, and it will take you where all your Google Forms are. Remember the one that we create? So mine is fundamental, is this one, the first one. So I'm gonna click on it, yes, and I'm going to select that one. Okay, perfect. So you're going to see that the step number 2 is create. Here it says we have detected your form in English. Perfect. This is the way it's gonna look like. Here in the advanced options, I really like to select this: show progress and show motivational feedback, and then click on create. Okay, perfect. It is not difficult at all, guys. It is not difficult. Okay, okay, so just give them a few seconds for the platform to create the Google Forms. So done, guys, it's already. So here, before we share this, remember that we need to test it. It says open your chatbot. So we're gonna click here, we're gonna test it. Let's test it. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so here you go. Google Form. It says hi, welcome to Fundamental to Application Form. Answer some questions. Ready for a few questions. Click on start. So it says sorry, what's your name? So I'm gonna type Nelson Arjoremilo. Okay, then move on. How old are you? So I'm gonna say 47 years old. Click on it. Okay, and you see the way they interact with the system. So thank you. When's your birthday? So December 17, 1973. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Talk about yourself. So here we go, students. This is the way that students are going to, interact more and write more things about themselves. Okay, so I am Nelson. I live with my parents, whatever. Yes, so they type more information here. You can make it because this is like a paragraph. They have more space to write. The next question. Remember that we create one for a multiple choice. So complete the following statements, or I am. Yes. Can I say? And then they have to submit. Okay. Perfect. That's it. So it's working. It is working perfectly. I'm gonna go back. Remember that when the step number 3 we tested. So the step number 4 is share or get your chatbot link. Share. So you're gonna get this. You're gonna get it. You're gonna copy it, and this is the share of the chatbot that you're gonna provide to your students, guys. And that was it. Okay. Somebody was asking me, okay, Nelson, where do we get the information from? I mean, I would like to see how my students are doing, if they're doing pretty well, if they are getting the idea or not. You're getting their answers in the original Google Forms. Remember that this is the one that we create. If we go here to responses, you see that we already have a response. You click on it, and you're going to see who responds. So Nelson Jaramillo, 47 years old. Okay, and that's the response. Okay, guys, I hope that you can implement this in your classes and make it as realistic as possible for your students to learn the language. I see you later.